Alright, welcome to another Wolfpack. I had a bit of trouble getting the recording set up. I'm going to make this an open game, but with password in case any of my fellow friends join. Just going to go with easy. We'll go with Overcast, Bay of Biscay. We won't make it too dark. Yeah, that'll do. Start game. So we only need 15,000 tons. If there's more to be had, we can go for it if we want. So we'll jump in there. And get going. Right, so. Standard operating procedure. Bring the engines to a complete stop. We'll have a quick look in the periscope. Now, problem with this game at the moment is you almost always stumble on the convoy very quickly, which is good in one way, in that it gets the game underway, but also a little bit crappy in another way if they're right on top of you. At the moment, however, here. It looks like they're not anywhere to be seen. So, what we do is a hydrophone check. First of all, we'll bring ourselves to a complete stop. Slow speed astern, just to slow us right down. Okay, stop. Now, one thing that's been changed in the recent update is we can't use our binoculars inside anymore, which is a pain, because it's really quite useful to zoom in on dials and what have you. That said, where are we? There we are. So we just want to wait until we get to a complete stop here. Oh man, come on. Still glide. Okay, finally. Alright, so we'll switch to electric engines. Open up the fore and aft ballast tanks. We don't need the negative open completely, just enough. Alright, so, oops, as you can see here, the front ballast tank is filling with water, the rear ballast tank is filling with water, and you hear like a little thunk. That's full. I always close these up straight away so I don't forget. Although, apparently in real life what they'd do is they'd oscillate once they went underwater just to get any remaining air bubbles out, but I don't know whether that has been incorporated in the game. Then we blow out the majority of the air from the negative so we get to 0.05, and that should stabilize our buoyancy. As you can see, we're now at just under 12 meters. So, onto the hydrophone. Increase the gain. Open it right up. Bring that down to about 2 to cut out some of the noise. Maybe that down. I don't think the low pass makes too much difference. Okay, so they're right behind us. Now, this has not been working for me lately. My navigation has been terrible. I don't know why it's been so off, but we'll give it a go. Just try and see. So they are behind us. I would say let's go with 357. As our first reading. Yeah. It's about there, so it's about 356 to 357. True heading, true bearing. Pretty much 175, 176 relative to us, so it's right behind us. So I've got the timer going. What we'll do is we'll just wait for 5 minutes. We may as well have a look behind us because that's where they're supposed to be. Right about there. In all possible likelihood, they are going to be coming towards us. That seems to be the case recently. Which again is good for speeding things along, but not so great if you want a lengthy game or a lengthy mission. Alright. So we'll just wait for a few minutes. Right, 2 minutes and 41. Still can't see them. Three minutes 37. I think they're going away from us. Again, it's very hard to pinpoint. I'd say 354.5 or so. Say 354. Whew, 354. Alright, now we'll give it another 5 minutes and see what that kind of looks like. Again, I think they're going away from us. We're having to increase the gain on the hydrophone, which I think essentially means you're sort of opening it up to be listening to more noise, which you have to do if they're traveling further away. No sign. We are actually going down a little bit here. So I'll pop a little bit of air back into the negative, just a tiny bit, just to stabilize our buoyancy. As you can see here, we've now gone over 12 meters. We were just under 12 before, so we were slightly sinking, but that's fine. Now we continue to try to track them on the hydrophone. Sometimes you can have multiple targets, and it's important to stick with one of them, because if you start recording a different ship each time, then clearly your calculations are going to be wildly off, more so than usual. Hydrophone is a very coarse instrument, except for people who are very highly skilled on it, which I am not. It's fairly coarse, it gives you a bit of an idea. See now, Lord, I'd probably put that at about maybe 352. Hard to say. Again, we might have to increase the gain. I'd say 352 currently. Now, actually, how am I going to do this? Because I'm probably going to surface. Because I'm going to want to go... It's going that way. So I'll probably want to surface and go head about 30 degrees or maybe 20 degrees at full speed. So I'll swing around port and head to 20 degrees to try and get a good acute angle there. Although, maybe I should go at about what do you reckon, maybe 40? Try and get as far as I can along that way. Alright, we'll go 40. We'll swing port. We'll get you set and ready to go. You will put onto full speed and we'll surface the boat. I won't blow the ballast tanks though. No sir. Hell. 352 maybe? In which case I would say they were going away. Say 352. 2. Okay, let's do this thing. Full speed, thank you, sir. Dive planes up. Bring us around to 40 degrees. Once we surface, we'll go on to diesels. Which will be around about now, thank you. Then we want you. So I'm going to put you at an angle of 3, 4, 2, heading away from us. Batteries, full speed. Alright then, let's give this a go. That's in. Oh shit. Press the wrong button. Here. That's 3, 5, 1. Okay. Now we want to bring ourselves to a nice stop. Try and go into reverse. Hopefully bring us to a full stop fairly quickly. Okay. Alright, so what we'll do is 30 seconds. I'm not sure whether I'm going to get this, but anyway. It'll be close enough. Oi, okay. 5 seconds to go. So it should be... 3, 4, 4, let's say that. Okay, distance-wise, that is about 6.7 kilometers. That's not too bad. Alright, 3, 4, 2. That is their projected course. So, now let's gun it. Blow tanks. Switch to diesel. Alright. Charge batteries. Switch to diesel first, if you wouldn't mind. Batteries. Full speed. Compressor. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll just bring ourselves, whoops, to a course of 0. First of all, just so we're somewhat heading towards them. Alright. Hopefully the compressor's done. Oh, close enough. If it isn't actually it. Yep, that's done. Alright, now, if. If 3, 4, 2. So that's the estimated. There, and there. Now, if I draw a line. See if they were going at 8 knots. 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Should be 5 minutes. 6.4 knots. Oh, okay, that's our estimate. 6.4 knots. Let's have a look. See. So. It's about. Looks pretty good there. So that's 12:46. That's 12. Ah! 12:51. 12:56. Oh no, that'd be 13:01. Damn it! I keep pressing escape and I shouldn't. Okay, so now if there is any god in this world, we're heading at 0. It's 12:52, so they should be there. Probably about 6.3 kilometers at 338 degrees. True and relative. Alright, let's have a look. No sign of them as of yet. Which is fine. As I say, this was a hydrophone check, which is, in my experience, open to error. Open to considerable error. Relies on, first of all, the skills and capabilities of the radio operator, which under the current circumstances may be considered questionable. So I estimated a course of 342. Speed 6.4 knots, question mark. Now, I would have thought that I would start to see them. Shine though. See. They should be about 326. Only about just under 5 kilometers away. They should be. They should be visible. If my calculations were even half correct. Come to a heading of 340. There we are. Which is mildly concerning. Should have seen them by now. So what we do is when we're not quite sure, we do a hydro check. We take her under. So, I usually like to fill the tanks, keep the negative where it is, and then go under just with the dive planes. Provides a little bit more control that way than otherwise. Shows that we can go back up again when we wish. Without too much trouble. So once we get to a good depth, which is at least 10 meters, we'll slow right down. Then go for a hydro check. We could probably do a hydro check now, but a single player like this. Sorry, slightly distracted. Okay, so we'll go slow speed. We stabilized out. No, 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 no. I do not think so. Back down, thank you so much. We almost surfaced. So I'll keep you in a -5. -15. Sort of. I'm not going to play around with the negative. Alright, so it's dead ahead. So we just keep following this course, in which case I think we'll come up right behind them. So, we should be behind them still. In which case, we should start to see them soon. We are right behind them. Which would kind of make some sense if they were somewhere over this direction here. Which is not entirely unexpected. You've got to remember the hydrophone plotting can be very vague, so they could have actually been over there. But anyway, we'll continue on at full speed. That's enough view. Alright, very good. Check our speed. Coming up to 18. Batteries should be charging slowly, admittedly, but charging nonetheless. So you got to remember, the speed was at 6.4 if it was along that particular course. If they're a bit further away, then their speed will be higher. To have covered the same distance in, or covered more distance in the same period of time. Alright, come on. Come on. Yes, this overcast weather is making it difficult to see any long distances. They're hidden in the haze. They did have a head start on me because we took that 15 minutes right at the start to get those hydrophone readings. If the convoy is travelling away from you at the beginning, then that means they're going to get a fair bit of a head start, which is fine. I honestly don't mind that. I prefer that than them bearing down on you straight away. Which means, you know, you have very little time to get yourself organised. This way, we can creep up on them. Which we're going to have to do. So I think I've got the heading, their heading, not entirely incorrect. But we'll see. Now this quick patrol may end up being a long patrol. Particularly if we're playing catch-up. This is where it's good when you have a crew and you're not playing solo, because you basically just entertain yourselves whilst you're catching up. Mad. The shizer are they? I get the feeling I'm just gonna all of a sudden stumble upon them. They can't be too far away. Surely. need to go for another hydro check. It does slow us down when we do that, but if they are still directly in front of us after another hydro check, then we know we're hot on their tail, and they are, in fact, traveling at this heading. So let's do it. Remember the hatch. And flood the tanks. Now, dive planes. Now I like to do the parallel like that. Doesn't spill the captain's soup that way. Not the quickest way to go under, but it's fine. Alrighty. That's the front. That's the back. Actually, what I'll do is I'll just get on the hydrophone, get ready to read it straight away. Pretty much still dead ahead, so that's fine. Bring him back up, below the tanks. Get ready to switch back over to diesels. Alright, we're back up again. We are heading in the same direction. They might be slightly heading over that way. Aha! Finally! We have contact. So we have one merchant vessel. We may not actually be too bad. That's slightly off. Oops. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start plotting this sucker on the map. Oh, shut that thing off if you wouldn't mind. Okay, so what we'll do is... Alright, so he is at 329. I don't know the distance yet, so I'm just gonna... This might not actually be too bad, you know. That distance is 4.5 kilometers. So pretty much, our estimation of them being on that particular course there is looking like it's not too shabby. So I'm going to bring us back to a course of 0 degrees. Just so. We continue to head a little bit away from them. Now, we need to get some recognition going on here. Now remember, this is only a 15,000 gross registered ton mission, so we may not even have escorts. That's fine. Alright, now you look like you are... hard to tell, but you could be Masked King Funnel. Recognition manual, merchants, go Masked King Funnel. Aft. Eesh. Not sure if it's any of them. It's got a very high mast. Could be Masked King Funnel. Very hard to tell. Just trying to get a recognition so I can start to get range on this sucker. But you're at 324. He could be there. Can't quite make that out. That could be Masked King, Masked Funnel. How about that? Masked King. Masked Funnel? Oh, hello. That looks like what we're dealing with here. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just bring this down to half speed. Add that to heavy tanker, 12,000 identified ships. Your height, which is what I thought, is 42. So we're going to put you in as 3 check marks at zoomed in. So we'll put you at around about 5.5 kilometers at 320. 320. Tough, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that's what we're dealing with here though. I'm just going to bring us a little bit further around to say 15 degrees. Just so we stay a nice healthy distance from them. Because I don't see any escorts, but we still don't want them to notice we're here. Alright, that is... it's a little bit over the 3 actually, so it's a bit closer than 5 point what have you. So 443 is just under 6, so I'd say about 5.5, 5.6 at 317. The other one, you split aft split, of which there's quite a few options. I'm going to go mast funnel as the initial. Yes, now it's got a superstructure right at the very front, so that's one, or be you. this one, maybe, or maybe this one. Unless we can see any other... I would say we're going to go medium tanker. We can always remove it from our list of identified ships. Alright. Yep, we've got that. Ah, hang on. I think that could be that, because it looks like it's got that there. Unless there's a radio down of some kind. Alright, well, I want to speed us along now that we're not heading directly at them. For 43. 5.5 and 310. Oops. 0, 5.5. I do not know if this is particularly accurate, but... So that's coming in at 337 degrees, but this is by far and away perfect. Not perfect, I would say. Far away from perfect. But I would say our hydrophone reading was pretty damn good. Certainly in terms of lining up and getting an approximate heading for them. Now, what I wouldn't mind doing is going to you and going with a more, so 20 meters. So that's 1.5, 6 kilometers. I would say 6 kilometers at 306. So I'm just going to keep plotting roughly. This one, which I think it is 34 meters. .8 kilometers at 309. .5 at 300. So I'd say that's about 145 starboard would be their bow. I'll put you about there. I think I've got the IDs correct on these. I would say so. to get the angle on bow right now, so... Once I get to 90 degrees right, what I'll do is I'll bring ourselves to a complete stop. I'll set the angle on bow. And then we'll also measure their speed. I can only see 2 ships at the moment. 2 is all I need. We're about 3. See, 3 for 45 is about 5.5 kilometers at 291.5, 291, 5.6. Whoops. It's about there, really. Now you are 34 meters for you. I'm going to put you at 2. 6.8 at 295. So I would say their course is pretty much, I'd say, 3-3, maybe 3-3-5. So I'll come to 350. Angle on bow, so if we like that, it should be getting pretty close to right. Yeah, they're starting to fade now, so that's good. We're keeping a nice healthy distance from them. So we are going in a bit of an angle off them. So that's fine. So I'd say about 5.5 again for 282. Too close to them. So, as you can see, pretty neat, pretty neat. Predicted course there, looks like they're pottering along here, so slightly off, but not too bad. Now it's just refinement. To 340. Why not? So what can we? So we're actually fading out a bit there. 2, 4, 34. 283. I don't think that's quite right, but no sign of any escort though, and I didn't hear one on the hydrophone. They've got fairly distinctive sounding screws. Travelling pretty much parallel to them at around about 6 kilometers distance. We should in theory be more like 9 kilometers, but that's on a clear day. That is what we're dealing with there, aren't we? Yeah. I'd say so. It's taking us a fair time to overhaul. Let's just get a bit of a look up here, shall we? Where are they? Oh, there they are. Yeah, that's good. They're still just... Let's have a look on the Uzo. Not too far off 90 degrees angle. So what we'll do is... How's that looking? That's pretty good. I just want to get this lined up nicely. .6 and 267. Something like that. This we want to be on 90 degrees. If my preliminary calculations were even vaguely correct. I think the course is pretty damn good though. I originally estimated that they were at 342. I'm currently travelling at 340 and running pretty much parallel to them. They are chugging along though. Bad. I'll be interested to see what their speed is. I suspect it's going to be quicker than 6.5. I'm predicting around about 8 knots. Because they've certainly been pulling away from me as we've been catching up. It's approaching Bow, looking pretty good. hit 270. That should be about 90. Yeah. Close. We'll refine it momentarily. We could almost open fire on them with the deck gun. I don't see any escorts around here at all, thank you very much, sir. But that's not the way we do it. I'm going to start slowing us down now. The alternative to determining their speed, which is the way they used to do it as well, is they would just simply match speed and course. You know, continue along so they're not getting any bigger or smaller, and adjust your speed so they're not getting any further ahead or behind. If you're staying pretty much constant with them smack bang in your crosshairs, then whatever your speed is whatever speed they're going as well. Getting close. Actually, I could almost go with that second mast. What's that rear superstructure height? That rear superstructure is... like the top of that is 14 meters, so we could use that as the distance. 1 for 14 is 5.6, so it's about 5.6 kilometers away, which is what we've been estimating. So what we're doing here is so we're still 5.6, which is good. We haven't gotten any closer or further away. So I'm just waiting for those king posts to line up. As you can see, we've got, I don't know if you can see, but they're just not perfectly aligned. And when they're perfectly aligned, I'm going to quickly dash back to my torpedo targeting computer and adjust bow to 90 degrees starboard. Damn, must be getting pretty damn close now. I can still see both posts. Sign of any escort, just two lonely ships. Close now, I have to say. Alright, I reckon I could almost call that 90 degrees, or if it's not 90 degrees, then it's extraordinarily close. We'll call that 90. The king posts are superimposed on top of each other, which is good. Now what I'll do is I'll bring us to a complete stop. And get their speed. So I would say they're at about 340 degrees would be their heading. Okay, all stop please, thank you so much. Back forward again. Backwards again. Why did that go so fast? That was, I said dead slow. Alright. Now we get their speed. We're going to do it this way. The usual old way. So what we do is we hit time. Now, how long is that ship? 134 meters. So we go 134 meters divided by the amount of time that it takes for that ship to pass through the vertical crosshair. Time, 29 seconds. So 134 divided by 29 by 2 is, no, wow, really? 9.2 knots. No wonder. How fast can this thing go? It can go 14, and this one can go 10. So that's going pretty much its maximum speed. Alright. Commence overhauling procedure. So, you are 5.6 kilometers at 253. What was it again? 253. 5.6 kilometers. Right. So, make sure that I'm going full speed, which I am. Now then, now we have to overhaul them, which is going to take some time. So if they're going that direction at, gee, what did I say, 9.2? So they're going, say, about 335. So let's say it takes them 35 minutes to get to there. And we're going at 18. So that would be at 1410. Estimate is 1410. Alrighty. Now we just hope there's no escort. If there's a lead escort, then, that will complicate matters. Alright, so I'll bring us around to 330. Because at 330... Take us to 320 actually. Really try to cut in there, you know what I mean? Then it would take me 7 minutes. So it took me 17 minutes to get there, which is about half the time it'll take them to get there, which is fine. It'll be cutting it a bit fine. Okay, let's go into battle mode, which means mood lighting. We'll say 5.6237. For any more escorts, or any escorts. So what, as you can see, we're doing is they're there, and they're approximately heading along this heading at 9.2 knots. So I'm just trying to keep a little bit of distance between them here. I'm going to cut in here, and then ideally cut in at a perpendicular angle there in about 15 minutes. So keep a lookout on the bridge, make sure that everything's going as indeed it should. Let's confirm our angle on bow. looks about right. Still about 5.6 at 228. So that's at about 80. Is that about right? Yeah, a bit less than that. Although I've moved along a bit further, so it would be less. It would be about 75. Was about there. So that's a bit closer to 80. Alright, so depths. What are the draft is 4. Ooh, that's pretty low. Draft of 6. So for safety, we'll go 2.5. Set their speed at just over 9. Bring the range up a bit to begin with. We may go with salvo just to make sure that we hit them. We don't have any other targets, so we want to make sure we hit them today. Thank you so much. Looks about right in terms of the angle on the bow. Make sure our speed is still 18 knots. It is 18 knots. We have full air, don't we? Yep, we have full air. What's the depth? Ooh, it's deep. Let's have a look on the map. 2.5 kilometers deep. So we're not going to pick up anything on the echo sounder. Alright. Okay. So this is where the fun begins. As we maneuver into position. That should be about 45 right. Oh, okay. It's very difficult to get the angle on bow purely by vision. The best is to plot the course or to get the 90 degree. You're about 5.6 at 215. Oh, sorry, 5.6. Where are you? Where's 5.6? So, yeah, I'm pretty happy. With the course determination here. I'm quite happy with the solution so far. I don't see anything at this point which should cause us problems with taking out these two juicy targets in the absence of any escort vessels. Now it's interesting, this was set up as an easy patrol, but it's taking a long time. Mostly because they headed away from us at the beginning. Alright, so not too far now, and then we'll cut in once we get to this tasty little spot here. That's our... and then we head to... Oh, we'll go to 290. So if we're going to do a salvo, we'll go with this one. We'll go with that one first because it's behind. So your length is 134. Thank you. So where are we? Prepare to change to course. Was it 290? Standing by. Once we get into that circle, we'll do the course change. Bingo, 290. Hard left. Nice. And, as you can see, that turn could not have been better. They put us right on that line. Sometimes things just do work out, don't they? Alright, now your distance is 1, 2, 3. 34, 4.5 at 202. Interesting. We could almost cut in a bit sooner. Zero. Switch to electric engines. Do that first. Okay, we're at 240, thereabouts. Dive planes down. It's the front filled. Gonna bring us in. Here is we wait till you go under, and as soon as we do, we reset the odometer. Balance us out at 12 meters, thank you very much. Now, hopefully go stern, dead slow, just to steady us out. Okay, 240. We went a distance of 61 meters. 61. So we are right there. Okay, check our buoyancy. We're stable at 12.1 meters. Okay. Here they come. Now we just let them wander into our torpedoes. So you are at that lower one, 31 meters. 4 for 31. We'll say 4 for 30. 3 kilometers at 193. Was it? Three kilometers at 193, wasn't it? You were... I keep forgetting their heights. 42 meters. Yeah, we'll do you at 5 for 42. 5, so about 3.4 kilometers at 193. Oh yeah, you've actually moved into that spot that you were at. They're moving pretty quick, actually. Wow, don't tell me they're actually at the course of 342, which is what I originally calculated them to have been at. That is mental. Okay, so you're... Let's go based on you first. Your height, 34. 5 for 34 at 199. 2.7. That's about right. Okay, so I think we've got the there, angle on bow's good. Speed, we'll just do a confirmation of speed. Your length is 118. Just make sure that we're in the ballpark of 9 to 9.5 knots. So it's 118 divided by... Let's go 427 by 2... 8.7. Okay, so we'll sit at 9. Now, your distance... Oh wait, again, your height is 34. 6. Five for 32. 2.5. 2.5 at 207. Ah, 207. It's about there. Now, always good to go and double check our buoyancy. We're going down a little bit, so I'll just put a tiny bit of air in. Okay, that's good. Alright. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll try a couple of long range shots here. You should be about 45. Yep, very good. Identified ships. This one, 43 meters. That's about 20 meters for those. So let's use those if we can. 3 for 20 meters. 2.6. All right. Okay, then we'll switch to 2 and 3. So we'll go with 6. 6 for 34 is 22.7. 21, 22. There we go. Oh, your length was 118. Yep. Alright. Alright, so now we just play the waiting game. Hopefully we'll hit that one first, and then we'll hit you. Like I say, we're going a salvo shot because I just want to hit these damn suckers. Should be about 2 minutes. 2 minutes 20 and then we'll hit that one. And a few seconds sooner and we'll hit that one. All going well. Whew. And if we miss, then yeah, we miss. I'd say about 30 seconds, T minus. This is where all of the calculations will see just how close or how far off we were. And I don't think they have guns, so if I miss one or both of them, then I'm going to surface and just deck gun the suckers. They're pretty much defenseless. Should hit it within about 10 seconds or so. Thank you so much. Something going on. That's one. The other one should hit now. Come on. Alright, that's odd. I would have thought that would have hit. Okay, that is a bit disappointing. So, you know what this means? Deck gun. And hopefully they don't have deck guns themselves, or else we'll be dead very quickly, potentially. I got another torpedo in the tube. But let's do something a bit different. No escorts. Let's go for the engine house. And she's on fire. That was really disappointing that the torpedoes missed. Glad I fired a salvo at the other one, but gee whiz, that's... Considering we had all of that time to do our calculations, I am very surprised that we missed. Oh, I thought we had it, but like I say, guess we got one. Had a hit, we wouldn't be having a go with a deck gun. And they're going down. We should get the credits shortly. Hit it because it's going under the... And voila! Down she goes. Mission completed. Well, there we go. Thank you for watching. As you can see, pretty poor. Pretty poor firing solution. Good navigation. We got them pretty much bang on course, but yeah. Let ourselves down on the torpedoes there at the end, but we had fun with the deck gun. Till next time.